let me continue here with our tour of Lake Chapala in Mexico, just about 45 minutes south of Mexico's second largest city of Guadalajara. I'm here with my local expert, Jose Orozco, who's been so nice and taking me on this tour here. We're headed to an island in the lake, and we're going to take a boat across and check it out. And we were just talking actually about Mexican food, particularly food from the Guadalajara area. And you started mentioning that one of the most well-known dishes is called birria or birria?
Birria, yes.
Birria, And what is that?
That's goat meat. And it comes in like in a tomato sauce.
Okay.
They cook it, they put it in the oven. And it's been very traditional from this area, and you still can find birrerias where they keep making the birria in the old way, which is very good. So it's one of our dishes, but we also have the tortas ahogadas. What is this? And why ahogadas? Ahogadas means that they've been drowned in the salsa.
Oh,
and they have two kinds of salsa. The spicy one, which is very, very hot, and the one they call sweet, which is not spicy at all. Okay, so this is a bread that it's only made in Guadalajara, that is crispy and salty. That makes it very good. So they take the bread, they cut it in half, and they put pork meat and beans inside. Once they do that, they dip it in the sauce. Either one you want.
The whole bread? They dip the whole bread in sauce.
Yes. Either one.
So how do you don't eat it with your hands then? You cut it?
You do, but you need a lot of napkins.
Oh, I see. It's a messy meal.
Yeah, they put in some places they put some avocado.
Yes.
On top of it, and you use a lot of lemon juice.
Is that a large meal, like one piece of those ahogadas? Is that
usually
large?
People eat two of them.
Two of them,
Well, they have this crispy tacos made out of either potato, beans, or cheese. You use the same salsas for that. And in some cases, they put the pork meat on top of the tacos.
I see.
And onion.
Well,
in the lemon juice.
I had something interesting today actually, which was recommended to me at the language school, which is a sincronizada.
Oh, that's good.
What is that?
Well, we usually make them with the flour tortillas. And it's ham, cheese, tomato, onion, and then you heat it until the cheese melts.
Yes.
That's a sincronizada. And some people put some lettuce on top of it.
Yes, that's what they did.
That's basically a sincronizada.
Why is it called sincronizada? Do you know? Because that means synchronized, basically. I guess it's two pieces of tortilla that are on top of each other. Maybe that's why they call it sincronizada. So we were talking right now about the birria, the tortas ahogadas, and then there was another dish that you were going to mention that's very typical of this area. Any enchiladas, or because that's very typical Mexican in general,
Mexico,
right?
Yeah, it's like the chile rellenos.
Chile relleno,
They're not from here. It's typical in Mexico.
Yes. Now there's another thing that really I love, which is the sopa azteca. Can you tell me a little bit what that is and how it's made?
That's made with the corn tortillas.
Is it a tomato base, right?
Yes. But it's very popular. Almost every restaurant has it.
Oh, I love it. It's really delicious.
People just love it. For example, I don't know if you ever tried the chiles en nogada. Those are very good. They're like chile rellenos, the same kind of pepper. The green pepper. And it's stuffed with ground beef. The sweet taste. And they put this walnut sauce on top of it.
Oh, really?
They're delicious. But this is a traditional plate from Puebla. This is Puebla.
Okay.
But we have some restaurants here in Guadalajara that they making very good.
Excellent. Guadalajara. Now, what are the main sites in Guadalajara?
Well, we have several historical buildings in town. Some of them are almost 500 years old.
Yes.
The oldest building in Guadalajara is a church. It's called Templo de Analco. And it's
that's not the big one downtown,
no,
right?
That's a little over 500 years old.
Okay.
But the big cathedral that you saw yesterday, it's 460 years old.
Okay.
And there is close to there, it's another church that was the first cathedral in Guadalajara, so that's older.
Is that San Agustin?
Nope.
Not either.
Another one on the other side of the street.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's by the Opera House. And right there is an old hotel, which is about 500 years old. It's called Hotel Francés. It's very traditional, very historical. In 1983, Mr. Charles Bronson was here. He made a movie.
Really?
The Men Do. And part of that movie was made in that hotel, and part of it was made here in Lake Chapala, in a nice area called La Floresta.
Oh, really?
La Floresta is a very residential area with some beautiful big homes. And that was, 1982 when he was here.
Exactly, yeah.
So that Hotel Francés is another historical building. But we have some others, the Arches of Guadalajara that welcome people to the city. And right next to it is the Glorieta Minerva. We call it Glorieta, this round buildings that, like intersections that we go around.
A roundabout,
we have a lot of those here in Mexico.
I've seen it yesterday on the double-decker bus tour.
Okay, that's Minerva, and she's a warrior, and she's taking care of the city.
Yes. Very interesting. And then you have the Monumento a los Niños Héroes.
Yes. Do you ever see the market?
I did not see that, and I want to see the market.
Famous.
Yeah.
I just dropped my customers there.
Oh yeah.
They loved it.
Yeah.
And
is it an older building as well, or is it a fairly new building?
No, it's not too old.
Yeah.
Maybe 50 years old.
Oh, okay. Okay. But it's huge, right?
Yeah, it is. It's 3 floors. Like the first floor is for all different things, typical things from Mexico.
Yes.
From all over Mexico. They have lots of leather. They have lots of wool, like blankets and rebosos and hats, and you can find lots of shoes there, typical shoes, tablecloths, all kinds of things, even handcrafts. And also it's an area for fresh fruit and fresh vegetables.
Exactly, yeah.
And also an area for food, where you can find those dishes that we were talking about. It's clean, and the prices are good, and they have many choices, for Mexican, excuse me, dishes, traditional ones. The way they display the food, it's amazing. Yeah. They have this, for example, the chicken and the chile rellenos next to it, and the enchiladas and the crispy tacos, and
yes.
It's
yeah, we got to go there on Thursday, and maybe you can explain some of that stuff to me. That's great.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because it's one thing. I went to Guadalajara yesterday by myself, and I had a Mexican guidebook with me, but the book really didn't provide me with a lot of great detail about the city. So essentially, I ended up spending about 3 hours there walking around and taking the bus tour. But really, it's so much easier when you have a local expert who knows the places, who can tell you something about them, who knows the food, who knows the markets. It really makes a huge difference. So now, how far are we away now from Mexcala Island?
I guess time, we're about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Great. And then we got to take a boat across.
Yes, 15 minutes boat ride.
Oh, 15? Okay. All right. So I will come back to you shortly.